I neglected to do this when I showed you how to install the micro angle adjusters. First of all, an important point is the wicket edge needs to be set out. The Gen 3 Pro at full wide, that gets the brackets wide. Then you start it from the inside with it in the full wide setting. Then the arms are wide enough away from the vise to get it started. So this one's already been started. But another important thing I wanted to say was that when you set up your knobs, I did say the plastic goes in towards the bracket, but when you set up your arms, you want the arms to be positioned with the screw similarly on the knob because the knob has some width to it. So you want to have the screw inserted into the knob similarly left to right so that the throw is the same, because as wide as it is, you could miss it by 1/8 of an inch or so. So I screw it in until the screw is even with, there's an insert in the plastic. And then at that point, I have to, because I do everything live, I'm trying to rush it. I'm nicely reminded that at 1.5 or 2 speed, 1 3/4, 1.5, 1 3/4, you can learn everything that you would want to learn from my videos in 1.5 or 1 3/4 speed time. I'm not insulted if I talk too slow or too much. Okay, the screw is in, and now what I'm doing with the 7/16 on the jam nut, I'm tightening it. So both of these now, left and right knobs are both the same so that they have equal throw. But the whole point in that I'm trying to make is the amount of threads you have there and the amount of threads you have here. That distance, if you start like that the same, and then you set this so that you're within an adjustment like 1/2 a degree, when you're setting up your micro adjusters, you do with your cube, your course, this is 1/2 a degree each one of these things that you move. So you do your course adjustment here, and then you're done. Then this is a ton of adjustment. This is like 2 degrees or so of adjustment. So then you're always working. The intention is you're always working with your brackets as close as you can to the vise to achieve the angle setting that you can with the least amount of screw being extended. Because when you work extended out off of your bracket, even when it's locked secure, you're still making a longer lever arm. And this just adds to all the differences. There's, we talk slop and tolerance and this and that. If every step along the way you do it to stabilize and limit any place that you could have imprecisions, then you're limiting every reason you can make that the wicket edge is screwing up and it's not you. So I have learned in my sharpening techniques to set everything at a tolerance in my positioning before I lock it up and work within a tolerance of the equipment. So I balance them, as you can. Let me see if I can get you a little closer. There you go. As you can see, I start with them here, and then with the cube I look at all of the adjustments and then I micro adjust, and we'll have to figure that out, but I know that there's a lot of throw on there, much more than you ever need when you're working in 1/10 of a degree like most of us are working. Thanks.